Okay.
Wow. So is that like a screensaver or something?
That's my view.
That's your view. You get that every day?
Yep. See the little boats floating back and forth. Okay, we're
Those look like
recording
tiny
now.
boats. Why are you doing eBay? Why are you doing eBay if this is your view?
So I can pay for the upkeep of what it takes to be my view. So I'm actually on another iPhone, and it's really hard for me to see because it's unusually bright out here for a day in Astoria. But yeah, it's pretty nice today. Pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's okay.
Yeah, and see, I've got this neat swinging chair. I can come out here and just kind of lounge around and swing in.
Wow.
Well,
Wow,
let's talk. It's recorded by the host. Okay, yeah, it's all right with me. So anyway, today I grabbed a bunch of stuff uncherry picked and laid them flat so they'd be a little unwrinkled. And today we're going to flip or flop some of my purchases that were made sometimes before I really knew what I was doing, and sometimes now when I kind of know what I'm doing, but not really.
So what time frame did you purchase these? Where did you purchase them from? That kind of thing.
Okay, they're a combination of the bins and from a little church thrift store across the river that had 75% off, and from another little thrift store that had everything you could put in the bag for $6.
So the cream of the crop here. Got it.
Absolutely. And actually, they're kind of little honey holes. I found some really kind of nice stuff in them. But I'm going to put this camera down now, and I'm going to make sure you can see the things I'm holding up with this beautiful background. And if this doesn't work, let me know. We'll just turn the camera around to something more blasé. I just couldn't resist because see that bridge out there? That's 4.2 miles long. When I was a kid, we used to take a ferry across there. The town is about 10,000 people and can never get any larger because it's actually, I think, an isthmus. And what you're looking at out there is the Columbia River bar to the Pacific Ocean. That is Washington State across there. Bunch of boats. Wow. That school down there is where Kindergarten Cop was filmed, and the Goonie House, if you know what that is up there.
So you grew up here?
I did.
Huh, okay, cool.
Went to school in that school. Okay, so now I'm going to start bringing out my list of things. Is there anything else we need to cover before we go?
No, not at all. Okay. I think we're good to go.
This is flip or flop.
Boom.
All right, first on the list is a jacket. Tell me when I kind of get in view. Am I in view?
Nope. Yep.
Okay, it is a Woolrich, the original outdoor clothing company. It is lined, it's zipped, it's scratchy, it's wool.
Perfect. It's quilted. We like all those things. I'm going to go with a solid 40 to, I'll even do 50. You could get 50 plus ship for that.
Okay, that's actually a pretty nice one. This is a weird thing. It is a reversible hunting jacket. So when you want to go hunting.
Feel free to hold it up, Sally, anytime.
Okay. You know, I think I'm going to do is put down this.
Yeah, we don't need that other phone, Sally.
Okay, I'm going to lay it down. Okay, can you see it?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Take a step back. Another step back. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. Yeah, it looks good. What's the brand? What's it say?
Missing link. Williamson something.
So I don't know the brand, but the fact that there's brands stamped all over it means that it's probably a little bit more expensive.
What's this?
And it's got the nice zip pockets. I'm guessing. Again, I'd have to look it up, but that's something.
And then you can turn it inside out.
That's really nice.
And it becomes
that has all the signals of when you're at a thrift store, something to look up. It's reversible. It looks kind of different. It's got tags all over it, fancy zippers. Look it up. I'm going to guess, could be totally wrong, about 40 bucks, which would be a pretty good return on investment.
Okay. This is a pair of Spanx leggings. They have
Spanx?
zipper, yeah, SPANX.
Spanx are always a pickup. They're great. Sometimes you have issues with Pharaohs on eBay if you sell them new, but they're pretty good.
These have zippers in the legs.
Perfect. Good
They're
pickup.
a size large.
Yep, perfect. Good pickup. Next one. I don't ever sell them out of Vero concerns. It's because I'm a scaredy cat. Ooh, nice.
Well, and I looked inside. This is actually rabbit, genuine rabbit.
It's not leather, right? It's like a cotton
It's
other side.
net. Cable
Okay.
net.
Nice. And what's
rabbit.
the brand?
It says USA leather, made in the USA.
But there's no leather, right?
Well, it's rabbit skin.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, cool. Well, it's not actually rabbit skin. It's just rabbit, that'll be rabbit skin. Anyways, yeah, cool. I'm going to go with $70.
Okay.
It's not branded, but the fact that it's rabbit fur, nice pickup. Again, you had to cherry pick these because these are too good.
I didn't. This is a blouse I bought because I thought I liked it myself. It's Joanne Vass, V-A-S-S. It's a medium.
Joan Voss, hold it up higher. So I'd call it a sweater, more like a poncho-y shrugs poncho sweater. Not worth anything. They sell that at Kohl's. It's probably a $30 new item. You might be able to get 15 bucks for it. So flop on that one.
Okay, is it flop even if I bought it for $1? Do you still consider it flop?
So that's a thing, right? Because if it sells for 15 bucks and you only spend $1 on it, you only pay $1.50. And if you're paying $2 in fees on it, and then you have to do a shipping, you made $8. You could do that, or you can spend $5, sell it for 25, kind of make the same amount of money, right? You're just you have less exposure. I'm a sucker for the higher average sale price. So even though I spend $1 on it and it's worth 15 bucks, I'd still be hunting for that 30, for that 25 or 30, just because it trains you to look for those items more often than
Absolutely.
not. So if you're spending $5 on them, if you're spending $1 on them, you're always.
Why not look harder and find something I can make 30 on?
Yeah, exactly. You'll always be aiming for a better item. All right, what you got?
Other hand, the brand is Live a Little.
I have no idea. It looks like acrylic.
There's nothing natural on it. It's acrylic, polyester, and nylon.
I'm going to go with about $20 shipped. So that's a flop on that one.
Okay. This is a 2-piece top by Bonnie Boynton.
Huh.
It has a shell.
No, just leave it on the. Oh, wow. That's pretty. It's a men's or it's women's, right?
Women's.
Wow. So that is just an absolutely vintage piece. Not something that someone would search for, but you could definitely use keywords to sell that. I would do like African, tribal. I might put in native if they took that. But that's a really cool piece. You could sell them individually, and most people would end up finding both of them because if you use the same keywords. I'd go with if you sold them together, 40 bucks.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah, that's definitely, and I'm guessing you got that for nothing because nobody else wanted it.
Nope.
But again, that's something you would type in vintage and then keywords.
BCBG Maximizria.
Yep, there you go.
It's a puffer jacket. I'll tell you the good and the bad. It's very clean. It's made 99% duck down filling, but I can feel that the filling is kind of balled up in places.
Oh, okay. So do you know how to fix that?
No,
So if you stick it in the dryer, put some tennis balls in there, you just got to beat the shit. Sorry, you got to beat the crap out of the duck feathers, and then it'll fluff it off again. So it's not the kind of thing that someone would really return for that because it still has the thing. I'm guessing it's even slightly damp. But if you ever have that like collected feather stuff, washing machine, tennis balls, it might sound like hell, like you're destroying the dryer. You're not. It's good to go. Works really well.
duck down, 90%.
Oh
duck.
yeah, sorry, price. I'm gonna go with 45 or 50 bucks. That's a good flip.
And there are no flaws on it. It's clean.
That's really great. That's hard to find in those like nylon-y jackets. They usually get stained with something and it soaks in, impossible to get out.
Here we go, my friend Tommy.
Ooh, Tommy. Is it just a hoodie? Nothing special about it?
Well, it's a
Oh,
hoodie.
it says Hilfiger. So it's newer one. It's got some logos on it. You could sell that for 20 shipped. Pretty easy.
Okay.
Depends on what you got on it. I'd pick that up for the right price. Tommy sells pretty well.
This is Hunt Club. I'm not sure what that means. It's
Well, I know what that means. I know that it means flop because I think I can also see some stained collar. Am I right?
No,
Oh, no stained collar. Is it seersucker?
it is no, but it's heavy, like ticking.
Okay. It's one of
And
those
the
heavy
button-
cotton ones then. Regardless, it's not something someone would search for, and it's not a very flashy design. It's just a shirt. That's a flop. I would not have picked that up. You might be able to get 15 bucks for it if you wait long enough and just use keywords blue, white, striped. That's the best you would do because no one's searching for that brand.
One reason I picked it up is I do pretty well on my extra large, extra tall stuff, big guy stuff.
Sure.
Izod.
Vintage Izod or new
How do I
Izod?
know?
Sorry, hold up the tag closer. Oh, that's new. Izod, even though it costs a decent amount, is not a very popular brand. So that's about a $15 ship thing. I would call that a flop. Doesn't sell super well. A lot of people do well with it, but it's not one of my brands I deal with. Unless it's vintage. The vintage Izod or Izod Lacoste as well. And if it's a button-down cardigan that looks like something Kurt Cobain would wear, you got 50 minimum.
Isn't he dead?
No, he's still alive. He's hanging out with Tupac.
Okay. This is called a Pandemonium.
I don't know that brand, but the fact that it's like sheer and the tag is not knit or stitched in makes me think that you're looking at a flop there. But I'm not totally sure because I don't know the brand. It just sounds like something that's sold at a local retailer over there.
It's 70 acrylic, 30 wool. So flop.
Yeah, I'm going to go flop it. I'm going to go 80% flop, 20% win, but maybe 90-10, just because I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, this is by Under Armour.
Yep, solid, always a solid pickup, 25 shipped, 30 shipped, easy. You could get 30 on a good day. You get 25 any other day. Is that Lil Wayne Rebirth? What's the bottom say?
Free at last.
What year? Does it say a year on it?
Live
No, what?
merchandise, medium.
Okay. So there's nothing special about that. It's just a Lil Wayne shirt. You'd get about 15 or 20 bucks for it. So it's fine. You probably paid $1 for it. It's not a banger Lil Wayne shirt you're going to get rich on. Ooh, a Cubs shirt. Also unexceptional. It looks, based on the logo, like mid 2000s. I'd go probably similar amount to the last one, $10, $15. You get
It's
lucky to be.
It has a year on it, 1999.
Oh, shoot, I'm wrong. Still pretty similar. You'd get somewhere around 15 bucks for it. It's not an exceptional Cub shirt.
Brand is 89th and Madison.
Not a special brand. You're looking at a $15 sweater, $15 to $20 sweater. And it's a cardigan, so it's hard to photograph well unless you put it on a mannequin.
Got a cute little.
Yeah, it's cute. It's great. Super wearable, but just not, it's not a great flip, to say the least.
Carlisle.
No. So that's a pretty cool looking trench coat. How long is it?
It hits
Hold it
me
up. I can't see the bottom.
mid-hip.
Mid-hip. So mid-length, I would call that it's something someone would search for because it's a really cool color. So you would just use, vintage Carlisle trench coat. You could probably get a solid 30 bucks for it. It's a cool vintage piece just based on the color. If that was a brown coat, absolutely worthless. So I'd go a 50-50 flip-flop.
Okay.
Not great, not terrible. That's garbage.
It's a 2XL.
Towncraft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, garbage. Toss it. I mean, it's $15 slow sell through.
Okay. This is Free Country. It has double zips.
So there's exceptions to coats because sometimes a really nice coat is just worth money just based on it being a nice coat. That's lined. It's got the double zipper. It's pretty attractive. It's kind of it's a good color. I'd still only put it at 25 bucks because Free Country is not a great brand, but it's not terrible. It's a pretty, I'd still call it a flop because coats are annoying and hard to ship, but I'd like to get more than 50 bucks for a coat just based on the amount of space it takes up, but pretty good.
I'm looking for what this is made of.
It doesn't matter. It's not made of anything good. It's
Lucky.
Sorry.
Lucky brand.
15 to 20 bucks for basically anything all day. Doesn't matter what the piece is. Good sell through, decent brand, all that kind of stuff. Bread and butter mall brand is how that goes.
I don't know what this says.
It's not, hold it up a little closer. Something and something.
Columbia clothing. Commando cording.
So it's hard for me to see. Based on that tag, it's mid 90s, just the way that tag is like printed. Mid 2000s. I'm not totally sure. I don't know anything about it. I can't read the brand. But it's like a boucle wool. Is it actually wool?
It looks like Commando. No, it's not. It's all poly.
Okay, yeah, that's nothing special then.
Swap. This is new with tags. The brand is April Morn. April Morning.
Not a darn clue. I have no idea. April, let's show the tag. You might be able to decipher from the tag.
April Morning.
Newer, where's it made?
Made in China.
I have no idea. I don't know anything about the brand. I'm going to guess with not exceptional because it's still there.
All right.
Probably $20 to $25.
Under Armour.
Always good. 25, 30 bucks. Looks pretty. That looks like a pretty nice one. It's a good color.
And it's a large.
Yeah, good color, good size, good win. Nice one.
This one, it is Oska, O-S-K-A.
It's a good brand.
I like the sleeves on it.
Yep. Is it new with tags?
No, it is not.
Oh, it's a Goodwill tag hanging off. Decent brand, 25, 30, 25 bucks.
You tell
Depending
you
what
what
you
it's
paid
made
for
of.
it, that's a pretty good one.
It
I
says
like
it's
that tag.
one
It's a cool
percent
looking tag.
Sherwalla. What is Sherwalla?
I have no idea.
I think it's 81% wool and something poly. So it's kind of a cool.
Okay. Yeah, I've sold those. I've sold pants by that brand for 50 or 60 bucks before. That might be a 30 or $40. That might be a $40 sweater. I'm not sure. Good brand.
Okay, this is a poncho thing. And the brand is Bell Lady.
So it's an older brand. It's a nice sweater. Honestly, ponchos are in. It's a good color. It looks like something somebody could wear for a Burberry. So if you put that, if you listed that, you'd put the keyword Nova check in, and people would be able to think that you're wearing a Burberry sweater. So that's actually a pretty decent pickup because you could sell that for probably $35 to $40.
This is Orvis, and it is a flannel lined butt snap.
Orvis is a great brand. And that one's flannel lined, you said?
Yes.
Oh, so it's really thick and nice. That's a solid 35 bucks. That's a really nice pickup. That'll sell really fast. That's super in. Flannels are in all year round because if it's air conditioned, you got to stay warm and fashionable. And if it's cold, you got to stay warm and fashionable. So always in. They'll do great.
Colonial Concepts, made in New Zealand, extra large, has some leather tags around it.
So it looks slightly pilled. I don't know anything about that brand, but the fact that it's made in New Zealand makes it inherently pretty decent. Obviously good branding on it. I put it at 40 bucks.
Okay.
Even though it's a vest, full zip, New Zealand wool. It's got a lot of things going for it. Even if it's a lesser known brand, just make sure you put New Zealand in the title.
Okay. Well, that's not bad.
Is that it? Is that what we got today?
That's what I've got today, unless you want me to dig deeper, but I think that's pretty good.
No, that's good. Let's switch back to the other camera and talk about it.
I think I'm back to the other camera now.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. I'll unpin that one. So how do you feel you did with that one? And that was, how long ago was that? Do you feel like you've improved on that? What do you think?
These are things I picked up within the last 90 days.
Okay.
And that's compared to some of the crap that I got, a lot longer than that ago. Like I was going to show you these, but they have a button off of them. They're Quicksilver men's shorts. I'm going to put the button back on them.
That'd be $16 to $20 in a normal day.
This, I really like it. Think I might keep it. I don't know. Its brand is Red's Threads.
No, nothing. Wait, Sally, we finished it. I asked you questions. We're not looking at any more stuff. Sit down. We're talking.
Well, all right. I can do that.
Yeah, come on. Let's relax.
So there we are.
So you picked up this stuff. So you picked up the stuff in the last 90 days.
Yep. And I'm itching to go back out and do some more.
Yeah, no, don't, because you haven't listed those yet. So that stuff is, I'd give it there were no home runs in there, which is fine. You don't need to have home runs. I would say that I think 60% of it was flippable, in my opinion. So I'd give it a 6 out of a 10. You definitely learned it. There's definitely stuff to learn from there. Definitely money to be made.
Yeah.
And improvements to be made. What did you think about how you did on that?
I actually was giving myself higher marks than that because the 60% you said was flippable meant flippable at your standards, but you're talking to a woman whose average sell price is 20 bucks.
Okay, so we want to have low standards. We want to set ourselves low and expect nothing out of ourselves.
No, but I'm not going to throw away the things that aren't flippable. I'm going to sell them and learn from the lesson.
Why?
Why? I'm going to make 10 or 15 bucks.
Why? You've been, see, here's the struggle. You have bins full of stuff. You just talked about how you're itching to go out and buy more stuff. What's the point in going out to buy more stuff if you already have stuff that, if we just looked at stuff that isn't listed, there's got to be more good stuff in there that you could list. Just spend time dealing with the good stuff you have. Don't spend time dealing with the bad stuff. Get rid of it, donate it, do something with it besides list it, and then go get more good stuff. It's a better learning thing to know that it was a bad pickup right now than to spend a bunch of time with it, break even on it, have to ship it, have to deal with returns, only to get the same answer that it was a bad purchase. If you know it's a bad purchase, leave it as a bad purchase, walk on and learn from it.
Would this be an ugly thing to batch that up in a box and sell it to somebody as, hey, here's some stuff that's going to retail for $30 and under, and give it to
You could
them?
that's the kind of thing you'd put on Facebook Marketplace. You'd put it in a garbage bag. You'd say, I'm a reseller. I got 30 items. They sell for an average of $20 shipped. I'm looking to get $2 a pop for them. Just trying to get my money back, not lose my shirt on them. There's no cherry picking. There's no going through the bag. You just got to pick it up and trust me. And I'll have more as time goes on.
Yeah, and then
that's the best you would do, because you don't want to ship it. There's no money, and I mean, you'd have to get a UPS box and spend $30 to ship that across the country.
Sure. Okay. So here's I guess the reason I'm itching to go, and I still might, Thomas, is only on one of the learning expeditions, because they have been invaluable. I go to my little honey hole place across the river where the rich people move out and leave their stuff, and see if now with my newfound knowledge, I can't find more things that are made in New Zealand or, unusual, and look up every one of them. And now, instead of saying, gee, I could sell it for $25, say, if I can't sell it for 40 or more, leave it.
It's entirely correct. That's a great way to think about it. But we're not only sitting here filming YouTube videos that have not yet been monetized so that we can talk about things that could make us money. We're in this business to make money. And if you have items that aren't listed that are good enough to list, spend time listing them. That's one of the best things to learn, because if you just develop a death pile, like I have Death Mountain, and just let it sit, it agitates, it stays in your mind. It's a bear. It's money you're not making. So go spend time on that. It's hard because finding stuff is a lot more fun, but finding stuff is a lot less profitable than listing profitable items. And that's what we're in the business for at the end of the day.
Okay, I told you that I have some things that might be fun for a flipper flop with somebody who's very knowledgeable about, because I think I have some pretty valuable little toys that I'm really not interested in, but would be interested in, they might want to look at them, a bunch of Star Wars crap and Micronaut stuff.
Yep, I got someone in mind.
Okay, well, I guess for today we're done. I'm going to go out and enjoy my beautiful weather.
No. I asked questions. I said, so maybe you answered them. I said, so how did you rate this? What did you do wrong last time to end up with these non-flippable items? How are you going to not do it again in the future?
Okay, number one, I picked some things that were marginal because I liked them myself.
Okay.
Secondly, I did not look up every odd brand. I just thought, gee, this looks cool. It must be neat. And sometimes that works, like in the hunting and fishing stuff. But normally it's not going to work.
And it worked in that you got lucky on that trench coat, that bright green trench coat that will sell very quickly just based on the color. You got lucky on that weird pattern shirt because that kind of styles in. A lot of weird patterns don't sell. They have to be a kind of like, at this point, I don't know, tribal's really cool, clown type stuff, at least in my experience, isn't especially in. But if it's a really cool print all over thing, especially, it'll sell regardless of the brand as long as you use the right keywords. So you lucked out on that one.
And the other thing, I think, I have some places that are really good for me to pick up shoes, and I can pick up really good. Sorels and other shoes easily, but I wander over to the areas that are not so good. Most of the stuff I picked up was at 75% off. It was a day. So I was paying, for a $20 item, I was paying $5. And I probably wound up paying about what I should have for some of those items. So I'm gonna put on my mind to list these things sooner rather than later. Today, I put all of my shorts in my store on sale for 30% off
Good.
because I want to get rid of that stuff now. I have a lot of shoes to list, but I think shoes will do well into fourth quarter. As long as they're not sandals, we'll do well into fourth quarter.
Boots will start moving soon.
And I do have a lot of sweaters, thanks to you. And it'll be interesting to go through my sweaters because it goes from a time when I had no knowledge to a time when you were giving me some hints on the type of sweaters to pick up. So
we could do a really good idea for a flipper flop would be to do just one category.
Yes.
And we could go through something that is more seasonal. So, like sweaters are coming up. Let's go through sweaters so that we could help people that are interested in shopping right now so they could find good sweaters.
And the other thing is jackets. Right now, people shy away from jackets as resellers at the bins because of the shipping cost. And they've passed over some really good jackets. So I have a lot of jackets, and that's something that would be another seasonal thing to go through. So maybe next week, if we don't have someone who's going to come on and look at some of my peculiar and novel areas, maybe we'll look at jackets because I got a bunch of them.
Let's do it. Okay.
All right.
List some stuff today. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.